says sunshine recorder, Casella.
This, to me, looks like it's one of the really old instruments that would have been on a ship in the 17th century or something, but you were telling me before, this is actually quite a modern piece that's been loaned to you by the Met Office.
That's right, so this one will be from the 1940s, but actually the design has remained the same since the 19th century. The way it works is like a sundial, you want to have a fixed point and you want to let the sun rotate around it and do the markings on those paper instrument, which is the duration of a whole day.
So this would slide into this holder around the back?
Exactly. And you let the sun just burn its marks. And the three papers that came with it, you can actually see different days and how sunny or not sunny it was. So this one, very sunny. It was sunny all day. Whereas these ones, you can see there was just a little bit of sun in the morning, a bit more in the afternoon, and it tails off.
Oh, look at this day. It was in and out all day on this
That's right.
day. Look, it's like Morse code. Sun out, sun in, sun out, sun in. Little bit of sun, cloudy again. And you can see here, Louisiane, at the end of the day, they actually add up how much has been burnt to tell how much sunshine there was that day.
Exactly, so 5.6 hours, and on this one, 12.9, so a very sunny day.
So what we have here is a 5-inch rain gauge. Very, very simple in operation. But what we have here is a very sharp edge, and the distance between the two sharp edges across the diameter here is 5 inches. You'll see that there's a funnel within, the rainfall drops into the funnel and then travels down this tube and is collected in a very, very simple glass bottle. In order to measure the rainfall, all we do is tip the rainfall into a graduated measure, like this. And then a simple process of simply looking at the amount of rainfall on the graduations there. And I'm looking at this now and I can see that since the last time this gauge was checked, we've had around about 3.2 millimetres of rain falling into this rain gauge.
Hello, this is Mason's hygrometer. It is called dry and wet thermometer also. In the left portion you can see the dry bulb of thermometer, and at the right portion you can see the wet bulb thermometer. It is called wet because the muslin, it is attached with a muslin cloth and it is submerged in water, and then due to capillary action the water rises and it shows the low temperature than this dry thermometer portion. And from this temperature difference of dry and wet portion, we can easily find out the relative humidity of that time using the hygrometric table. The hygrometric table you can find in Celsius and in Fahrenheit scale. Let me show how much temperature is here. In dry portion you can see the temperature is 28.5, and in wet portion the temperature is almost 21.5. Then what is the difference between the dry and wet scale? The temperature difference is 7 in this condition.
Let's look at components of an aneroid barometer. An aneroid barometer uses a small, flexible, partially evacuated metal box called an aneroid cell. The top surface is made of a corrugated metallic sheet and acts as a diaphragm. The metallic box expands or contracts in accordance with the changes in the atmospheric pressure. The resulting movements of the diaphragm are magnified with the help of a system of levers. The central lever of the system of levers is fixed at the middle of the diaphragm. One end of the central lever is connected to a spring. The spring prevents the evacuated metallic box from collapsing. The other end of the central lever is connected to the other levers of the system. The system of levers is further connected to a chain that passes over a pulley. A pointer that moves over a calibrated circular scale is attached to the pulley. The system of levers, the chain and the pulley helps transfer the motion of the diaphragm to the pointer on the circular scale. A hairspring is attached to the pulley to bring the pointer back to its normal position. The circular scale is calibrated to note the reading of atmospheric pressure directly. Let us now study the working of the aneroid barometer. Small changes in external air pressure cause the cell to expand or contract. This expansion and contraction drives the levers such that the tiny movements of the diaphragm are amplified and displayed on the face of the aneroid barometer. If the atmospheric pressure increases, it pushes the diaphragm downward. The motion of the diaphragm makes the central lever move in the downward direction. This small motion of the central lever is magnified by the system of levers and the metallic chain is pulled. The metallic chain, in turn, rotates the pulley and makes the pointer move on the scale. Since the scale is calibrated, the atmospheric pressure can be directly noted. When the atmospheric pressure decreases, the metallic box expands and the chain across the pulley loosens. The hairspring connected to the pulley helps the pointer adjust itself to the new atmospheric pressure.
If the air pressure is high, it presses down more on the surface of the mercury. This forces the mercury inside the column to rise higher. And if the air pressure is low, it presses down less on the surface of the mercury. This forces the mercury inside the column to fall lower. As the mercury moves up or down the glass tube, a vacuum is created at the top. This vacuum is known as Torricelli vacuum.